Hey guys, happy Tube Tuesday. It's me, Moon Pies, brought to you by netstories.com. I want to talk about end cards. End cards. Now, if you don't know what it is, you've probably seen it a lot of times on YouTube. At the end of the polished videos, the slick stuff, not the stuff you find on the Moon Pies channel, the stuff you find on maybe College Humor or How It Should Have Ended, you find what they call end cards, and we're talking about a graphic that shows up with like 2 or 3 squares of videos that you can see next, and they have nice little thumbnail graphics that you set up, and it's basically someone who has graphical expertise, any kind of graphic design, to set up that little end card, post it up in the last 5-10 seconds of their video, and then they use, after they post it up there, they use the annotations feature, which is a very neat trick that I've gone over many times in the past here on these Tube Tuesdays, to create links to go to these. Now, if you're doing the annotations, you go to where it says video enhancements, that part of the video, the enhancements section, there's a little annotations option. You click on that, and if you want to have a graphic card, if you have the actual graphic out there with 3 or 4 pictures, or 2 or 3 pictures, or even 9, you can do 4, however many you want. You don't want to have too much clutter since people are going to have to decide. You can actually use the spotlight option from annotations, and that you will square off the area that is going to link, and then use the link function on that to actually click to the actual video that represents that graphical thing. Now, if you're like me and you don't have that graphical expertise, or you're like me and you're that lazy, you don't have to go that far. You can do kind of like a homemade end card. And it's simple. It's just using the annotation, except instead of using the spotlight feature where you're putting like this invisible box or square over a certain area, you're actually writing out what you're going to be doing. And in this case, you will be using either like the speech bubble or the note instead of the spotlight. Those options work pretty well. And you have to put it somewhere in your video right at the end. And it's pretty simple. You just click the area, and you don't want it to be at the bottom of your video, because if you're like right around this area right here, if you're a partner, or you're going to be a partner, or you want to be a partner, or anything like that, that's where the ads are going to go. You don't want to block that. And you also want to try to avoid the top of the video, because that's where usually the design, the actual interface of the video box is done in some interfaces. And you also don't want to put it in dead center, because you have like your face if you're a blogger, or maybe there's any kind of other action that you're doing. If you have any kind of skate videos or anything like that, you may have action in the center. You really don't want stuff. That's why it's preferable to put it off to the sides, and either your left or your right, or actually that would be your left and that would be your right, flipping it around. But it's pretty simple, pretty easy to do. And the neat thing about using annotations, as opposed to just the actual graphics end cards that all the high-end people are using, is that they're stuck with that, because once they have that video of that skateboarding dog, or of that that a cappella version they did at the prom, that's pretty much, they had limited to showcasing that video at the end of every video. If you use annotations, you can go back in the future at any time. And if you have a video that's gaining traction, an old video that's gaining traction, you can go back and add those annotations and change them to something that's more current. So that's pretty neat. And also, while you're doing the end cards, you can also be talking about the videos that you're talking about. Promote, point action to do all those things. Because that's the whole purpose of end cards, so that people at the end of your video, they have something else to do to stay on your channel, as opposed to following the many different links that YouTube offers, which will probably take them away from your channel, even though some of those links may be from your channel. So, it's simple. End cards. There's really no reason for you not to try it, and I really haven't done them before, but in the spirit of this Tube Tuesday, I will. So I will see you next Tuesday, and in the meantime, in these next 10 seconds, enjoy one of these end cards. You can watch that old video, or that one. I remember that one. That was a pretty good one. That one was pretty good too. You can just click on either one. It'll take you to that video. That one was good. No, that one, they're both pretty good videos. I'm proud of both of those videos. I don't even know what I'm selling, but I'm sure I wrote it there and I updated it accordingly. These are the end cards, and this is Moon Pies. Out.